Hello Gemini, and welcome to my channel. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. This is a general career job reading for Gemini from the 26th of June to the 8th of July 2018. I put the decks I'm using down in the description box, so please don't forget to like, share and subscribe if these messages resonate with you. I'm going to draw two cards from the Angels of Abundance just to get a general overview of the energies. So I've shuffled the deck. I'm just going to draw two cards from it. So the first card is partnership. Allow helpful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings much needed skills and resources. So a really good partnership coming in. And conscious consumer, you have the power to heal and help the world with your decisions to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. Be a conscious consumer. You need to choose to invest in fair trade and organized goods and live simply and purchase only what you need. So a conscious consumer and a good partnership coming in. And I think that's very good. So this is the Bright Idea deck. I'm going to do the general reading with this. I've shuffled before. I'm just going to shuffle once and cut these cards. Oops. Okay. Okay, the general reading is that you're needing to take a rest. At the moment, it's a temporary rest, but it's much needed. You may have been working very, very hard to produce, money abundance in your life. It's not a very stable situation at this particular moment, but you're needing to just take that well-earned rest. Maybe you're going for a holiday somewhere, but you need to actually take a rest. Okay, so the main situation is that you've been working really, really hard, having to be on your toes. Things have been moving very, very quickly, and you've been in communication with a lot of people, going through a lot of business things. There's been no blockages, but you've definitely had to use your mind a lot and be very, very quick in response. And you're tending to get a bit depressed at the moment, and a bit worried about things. Maybe that you're not manifesting enough, that things are going to go wrong, and that may be because you're a bit stressed because of the situation that you are in. Maybe been overworking. That's why all this active mind. Activity in the mind might be transferring over to your dreams, to your sleep, and interfering with your sleep, giving you nightmares, giving you worries during the night. So you need to get rid of all these doubts and fears that you have in your mind, and you do need to take some sort of rest, as this card here implies. In the last 3 months, you have been working really hard to produce something, following standards and going by the conventional routes. Whatever you've been producing, what you're worried about is whatever you're producing is not coming out exactly like how it was planned. You might need to rethink your plans, but you've definitely been working very hard in the last year to produce something. You're not very, very happy with the end product at the moment. It's not looking like, this recipe, this cake is not looking like the one in the book. So maybe whatever your plans are not looking like how you envisioned that it would come out. Maybe there have been a bit of bumps in the road. You're weighing the situation and looking at what went wrong, why it didn't come out the way it did. In the last 3 months, you have been moving forward in your career, breaking down any barriers that have held you back. Maybe like bull in a china shop comes to mind, but you've got a lot of enthusiasm, optimism. You want whatever it is to work, and so you're just railroading everybody. You're not listening to anybody. You're breaking down this, and you're in the driver's seat at the moment. You're worried. What's in your mind is this thing about being worried that everybody's assessing all your work. They're assessing it very logically, very objectively, and looking to see if what you did was good. And you're worried about that assessment by people. You're worried that since you feel like your cake has not come out exactly like how you wanted it to, you're really worried about this assessment. Maybe it's an upcoming assessment, but there's some sort of assessment that is coming up, and you're reaching a point where you're trying to balance yourself. You're going through the options. You're trying to prioritize and see what is important to you. Is making all this money important to you, or is it your emotional life that is important to you? So you're trying to see which is the best option for you. And you do feel like you're at the edge, the top of the building over here. So you're balancing. It's a balancing act. There might be some sort of legal matters as well associated with this situation. And you need to look carefully, make sure that you're going through paperwork, make sure everything is above board. But generally trying to find that balance in your life, so that you're not overworking. You want to be an authority in whatever field you're doing. You want to have recognition by everyone, and you want to be somebody who can, you want to manage a position. You want to be managing people, managing a company, making sure that there's growth within that company. So you want more responsibility, and you want to be able to be in a position where, you're earning well, and people come to you for advice on how to do things. People see you as a person who maybe breaks all the rules, somebody who goes above and beyond what needs to be done. You might be coming across as a person as being too aggressive in a situation. With this card of advancement, where you're just breaking all the barriers, people might be seeing you as a person who is just, not very constructive. So you need to rethink how you're coming across to the world. You don't want to come across to everybody as a person who just smashes things to pieces, brings about destruction and chaos. So you need to rethink how you are coming across to the world. And you're worried about that whatever you're doing right now might not be meeting the standards that have been set. You have to work. Maybe you're not getting along with the team that you're working with. You need to learn how to cooperate, and that teamwork is an important thing in making money and in your career. So getting together with people around you and discussing and exchanging ideas is very good for growth of the whole. So, stop looking at it from an individual point of view, but looking at it as that you're part of a team. And the final outcome is you need to show a little more restraint. Maybe this thing about smashing through every barrier is not the way to go. This woman is doing crowd control, so you need to, not bring in chaos, but calm down a little bit and take things very cautiously. Restrain yourself, don't get into arguments. Don't try to bamboozle your way around things. Just show a bit more emotional constraint. And a lot more work will have to go into the situation. You will need to spend a lot more time addressing the finer details, concentrating and focusing on that particular task at hand. So the devil is in the details, and you need to focus on the details, and it will take a lot of hard work and dedication to get this particular project going. You might be feeling a bit restless, a bit stuck in the situation. You can't seem to make a move. People seem to be restricting you. This is only a temporary situation. You will be able to overcome it soon, but maybe you have to heed what people are saying and exert this restraint, and really focus at the task at hand. Put more effort, more concentration to that task, so that you don't feel like you're going nowhere. Maybe you feel a bit stagnant at this particular moment. It's not a bad card to get. It just means you need to take off some time, spend some time alone, work at whatever your job is. So change your focus and put more effort into doing that work and doing it well. and then you will get your recognition. But also don't stress yourself out too much. Make sure that you are getting rest and you are having balance, because balance is very, very important. So I'm going to just draw some cards from the Fairy Oracle. I'll just draw 3 cards from there. I've shuffled these cards. I'm just going to cut the deck and put out 3 cards. Let's just take these away. So this is the first card. Okay, the Prince of Springs says immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship. So whatever challenge there is, you will be able to overcome it, and you will be able to manage it successfully. And the second card is the Ten of Autumn. Take steps to ensure financial security of your children and loved ones, making wise investments and planning for retirement. So make sure that you have money set aside for any kind of family problems that comes. You're going to need a little bit. You might need a little bit later on. So make sure that you have some extra cash kept aside, in case of a rainy day. And the last one is invitations to social events, a compassionate friend to share your concern with. So you might need to speak to some friends for some emotional support, and there might be invitations to social events, maybe involving that's linked to work and career as well. And there might be a new relationship in there, some sort of emotional experience that comes from it. So maybe you're making friendships within your working situation that allows you some more emotional support. So all in all, you will need to balance yourself, take some rest as you need it, try and keep, don't be destructive in what you do. Have a more balanced, restrained approach to things, and put more effort into this particular task. Whatever you need to do, make sure that it is beautifully done. Pay attention to the finer details, the little things matter. And if you're feeling a bit stagnant at the moment, you will be moving out of that situation. Try not to let it get the better of you, whatever the situation is. It's only a temporary thing, and it is sure to improve. And try and speak to people around you, cooperate with people, collaborate with people, and that might in itself help you move on and have a more stable work life. So I hope this reading has resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.